What's good everyone, this is Andrew aka Andy Escapes. I'm a photographer slash videographer out here in Sydney, and I'm going to be reviewing the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra 5G, more on a photography slash videography view. Alright, just a disclaimer, I've been shooting with this for about nearly 2 weeks now. I got this sent early to me from Telstra and Samsung, so they didn't pay me to make this video, but they did send me this phone. Take that with a grain of salt. Anyway, now jumping into the video aspects of this phone, have a look at this little short clip that I shot on the S21 Ultra. So that was just a little travel videography I shot on this phone. Watch the full thing on my Instagram. I think first and foremost, having these 4 cameras as a videographer is a bit of a game changer. Just to run through, I'm gonna give my quick thoughts on each of these cameras. The ultra wide camera is pretty amazing. You get almost a GoPro look, so this basically turns into a GoPro. The stabilization on the wide camera naturally is really smooth, so you can just basically walk with it and it comes out really buttery. I really love it because, again, I don't really want to put a stabilizer on this. Secondly, the wide camera, which is just the, I guess, less wide one. It operates kind of like the main camera. It takes the best photos, the best videos. It has the lowest f-stop, so it also has the best performance in low light. It's a really solid camera. I think they've really improved this since coming off that S10. So I actually use an S10e, and sometimes walking with that camera isn't very stable, but I was really impressed by how stable the main camera was, not just the ultra wide. And just look at these clips right here. It is really smooth, very impressive by Samsung. Up next is a 3x zoom. This is a great lens as well if you just want that little bit more punch, but you don't want to go super zoomed in. And lastly, the space zoom. This is a game changer. I can't believe this is on a phone. Just being able to zoom in that close. You can even get bokeh with this, like natural bokeh, not fake video stuff. It is very impressive, and I definitely use it to make Instagram stories pop, and just general videography would look great with it. Overall, these cameras have a great purpose, and even that little video clip, I used all 4 of them. They just give me so many different views and perspectives just from one phone, which is mind-blowing as a videographer. Another great thing about this phone is that all cameras can shoot 60 frames per second on them. So if you're someone like me, no gimbal, can't be bothered using one, you can slow your footage down and it will be super stable, and that's really valuable. Additionally, there are so many different modes in terms of video capabilities. You got that super steady mode, kind of destroys your quality a little bit, but that being said, makes it very GoPro-like, honestly. You also have the Pro Video mode, and that will really get you adapted to like learning the settings and whatnot, and you can have full control. All of these cameras can't just roll HDR by default, but you need to keep in mind the Pro mode does not have HDR, so you're probably gonna lose some highlights with that. Just some cons about using this phone. The first thing is the main camera has the lowest f-stop, and the other 3, I would say in my experience, once the sun goes down, it's not that ideal to shoot with the other 3 cameras because it does get a bit grainy, and it is usable, don't get me wrong, but I just think it's a little bit grainy for my taste. Another bit of a drawback is that in 60 frames per second, you can really notice a bit of a dip in the quality, but again, having that option is priceless and it's very important. I'll definitely use it too and mix up the frame rates. Alright, so now jumping to the photography aspect of this phone, all that chat about cameras in terms of the low light performance really applied to all the cameras. So again, same thing, main camera, best performance in taking photos as well. Let's just chat about the 108 megapixels. This is absolutely wild. I never thought a camera could do this. It does make a difference in going to those really small details. So if you want to print something like that, maybe this phone could do it. We also got the space zoom feature, which locks in a lot better than the old S20 Ultra, and so it does deliver some cool results. I don't really use it that much because zooming 100 times is a little bit gimmicky, because after 10 times it's all digital, so I can just zoom in digital anyway, but taking 10 times photos is really impressive. Yeah, so just overall, because photos, the low light doesn't really matter that much because you can just increase the shutter speed. This thing is insane. The night mode takes amazing photos as well. I can't even see what I'm taking, and then the camera is honestly better than my eyes. Just another thing, the portrait mode works great, and something I didn't really mention is the wide angle doubles as a macro lens, so that's pretty cool to get like really close, so you can honestly take some awesome photos slash videos. Just talking about everything else that's not photography. The refresh rate, 120 Hz, amazing, buttery smooth screen, really high quality. Just in general, I've used Samsung before. I love the user experience in terms of using it as an actual phone. Not gonna chat about that too much, just watch MKBHD. Really great phone in general. Would I recommend this to people? Who would I recommend this to? If you're someone who wants to get into video, start shooting videos, start wanting to be a photographer but don't want to buy this expensive camera, I would definitely recommend you this camera. camera/phone. Again, I actually started on a Samsung S7 and it was like half as good as this, honestly. Like the video was so shaky, I looked so amateur. I privated all those videos. This would give you an amazing base in starting videography or photography. And honestly, like you could stay on this for like easily a year before you try and upgrade anything. And you can definitely know if you want to upgrade in the future or not. So that being said, this isn't really the cheapest phone in the world. I think it's about $1,800 in Australia. I'll link the correct price over here. If you are upgrading from a really like old phone, I definitely recommend it. If you have the S20 Ultra, I don't know if it's worth the upgrade paying 1.8K. I guess it depends on how much you can sell the old phone. So will this replace my DSLR? Kind of. Sorry for the little bit of clickbait, but basically, as you can see, I literally shot a travel video, I literally shot a promotional video, all on this phone. I think if you really tried, you could use this for everything social media, TikTok, Instagram, even YouTube if you want. There are some intangibles that a DSLR will beat over this, for example, getting actually a shallow depth of field on video. Alright, so that just about does it. I'm definitely going to use this phone for my everyday life and whatnot. Really recommend this phone. You really can't go wrong, even if you fork out 1.8K, to be honest. There's so many amazing features that I could almost dream about when I first started filming. Other than that, thank you so much for watching. Please sub, follow my Instagram. See you guys in the next one.